Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasizes on innovation and new technology for farmers' welfare and employment generation. Launching Swachhta Hi Seva Programme, Prime Minister gives a clarion call to all citizens to join the campaign against single-use plastic. Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist Asif Bhat involved in attack on fruit growers in Sopore, killed by security forces in Jammu and Kashmir. Delhi Book Fair begins at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. Literature of marginalized tribes figures prominently. In cycling, India's Ronaldo Laitonjam wins his fourth gold in Track Asia competition in New Delhi. India top medals tally with 10 gold, 8 silver and 7 bronze. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has emphasized on innovation and new technology for farmers' welfare and employment generation. Speaking after launching a series of initiatives in Mathura this afternoon, Mr. Modi said research and better technology are the need of the hour to expand the dairy and farming sector in India.
भारत के डेयरी सेक्टर को विस्तार देने के लिए हमें इनोवेशन की जरूरत है, नई तकनीक की जरूरत है। ये इनोवेशन हमारे ग्रामीण समाज से भी आए, इसलिए आज स्टार्टअप ग्रांड चैलेंज मैं खास करके नौजवानों को कहता हूं, आईआईटी में पढ़ने वाले होनहार छात्रों को विशेष रूप से कहता हूं, आइए स्टार्टअप ग्रांड चैलेंज के अंदर जिसकी आज मैं शुरुआत कर रहा हूं, आप उससे जुड़िए।
The Prime Minister said environment and livestock were always at the core of India's economic thought and philosophy. He said the NDA government is moving towards a strong and new India by balancing nature and economic development.
पर्यावरण और पशुधन हमेशा से भारत के आर्थिक चिंतन का बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण हिस्सा रहा। यही कारण है कि चाहे स्वच्छ भारत हो, जल जीवन मिशन हो या फिर कृषि और पशुपालन को प्रोत्साहन, प्रकृति और आर्थिक विकास में संतुलन रहकर ही हम सशक्त और नए भारत के निर्माण की तरफ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
The Prime Minister said animal husbandry and other allied activities have a greater role to play in increasing farmers' income. Investments in animal husbandry, fisheries and beekeeping bring in more returns. Mr. Modi said the government has launched the Startup Brand Challenge so that these innovations could come from the villages and this will create newer opportunities of employment. He was addressing a gathering after launching Swachhta Hi Seva Programme 2019, National Animal Disease Control Programme NADCP and National Artificial Insemination Programme. The Prime Minister launched the Swachhta Hi Seva Programme with focus on reducing the usage of single-use plastic in the country. He appealed to all self-help groups, civil society, NGOs, women, youth organizations, every college, school, government and private organization and every individual to join in this campaign against single-use plastic. He said all should try that by the 2nd of October this year, our homes, offices and workplaces should be rid of single-use plastic. Prime Minister Modi said the roots of terrorism are being nourished in India's neighborhood and asserted that New Delhi is fully competent to meet the challenge.
आतंकवाद एक विचारधारा बन गई है जो किसी सरहद से नहीं बंधी है। ये एक ग्लोबल प्रॉब्लम है जिसकी मजबूत जड़ें हमारे पड़ोस में फल फूल रही है। इस विचारधारा को आगे बढ़ाने वालों को, आतंकवादियों को पनाह और प्रशिक्षण देने वालों के खिलाफ आज पूरे विश्व को संकल्प लेने की जरूरत है, कड़ी कार्रवाई की जरूरत है। भारत अपने स्तर पर इस चुनौती से निपटने में पूरी तरह से सक्षम है।
In Jammu and Kashmir, a Lashkar-e-Taiba LET terrorist involved in a recent attack on a fruit merchant's home in Sopore was gunned down by security forces. Police said security forces raided Noor Bagh area of Sopore this morning on the basis of a specific input about the presence of Asif Bhat, who was involved in the Friday attack. He was killed in a brief encounter in Sopore in the valley's Baramulla district. 2 police personnel were injured in a grenade blast at the encounter site but are out of danger. Jammu and Kashmir Director General of Police Dilbag Singh told reporters in Srinagar that Asif was challenged to stop, but he didn't and threw a grenade at police parties.
He is the one who was responsible for making use of OGWs to print and publish posters threatening people not to do the fruit business, not to go for trading, not to open shops and all, not to go for normal day-to-day activities. So we were following him, tracking him.
Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi today met sarpanches and other prominent people from various areas of Jammu and Kashmir. During the meeting in New Delhi, several development projects to be initiated soon by the ministry in Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh were discussed. In a tweet, Mr. Naqvi said the sarpanches and others thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for scrapping Article 370 and expressed confidence that the decision will ensure an overall development of the region. Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has asked the youth to find solutions to problems through innovation and research. Referring to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision on innovation, the minister said innovation is the key to overall development of the country. He was speaking at a function organized by the ministry's Innovation Cell MIC in New Delhi today. The Narendra Modi government has undertaken several reform measures in the first 100 days of its second term. Our correspondent takes a look at the steps taken in the areas of security and defense.
In the biggest ever military reform, the NDA government has decided to establish the post of Chief of Defence Staff for the 3 services for improved coordination and making the armed forces more effective. Indian Air Force has inducted 8 Apache attack helicopters into its inventory. Apache attack helicopters will replace the Mi-35 fleet. The government has also announced the restoration of the ration in kind for the officers of the 3 armed forces posted in peace areas. The Narendra Modi government has also granted organized cadre status to Central Armed Police Forces officers. This makes them eligible for several benefits, including non-functional financial upgradation. The move benefits thousands of serving officers and those retired since 2006 from CRPF, BSF, CISF, ITBP and SSB. With Deependra Kumar, this is Abhishek Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. President Ram Nath Kovind has noted that India's growth and commitment to sustainability and Iceland's business strength make for a natural partnership. Addressing Iceland-India Business Forum in Reykjavik today, he said collaboration between the 2 countries can be established in the areas of pharmacy, healthcare, biotechnology, finance and tourism. Saying that India is the 2nd largest food producer in the world, Mr. Kovind invited Iceland to bring technology and investment support to process the food and modern logistics chain to market them. The Indian industry body ASSOCHAM exchanged an MOU with Icelandic Federation of Trade and Federation of Icelandic Industries for cooperation in trade and industries. Indo-Icelandic Business Association and Icelandic Indian Trade Council too exchanged MOUs on this occasion. Iceland's President Johansson was present on the occasion. The CBI has arrested corporate lobbyist Deepak Talwar's alleged close aide Yasmin Kapoor in connection with a Foreign Contribution Regulation Act FCRA case. Deepak Talwar is accused of violating FCRA norms in receiving foreign contribution for an NGO with which he was earlier associated. Earlier, the CBI contended that the NGO had received foreign contribution of around 91 crore rupees, which was misused and diverted for some other purpose by the NGO. Former Union Minister P. Chidambaram, who was arrested in the INX media corruption case, today approached the Delhi High Court seeking bail. He also challenged a trial court order remanding him to 14 days judicial custody in the case till the 19th of this month. The Congress leader was arrested by the CBI last month in connection with the case. Earlier, the trial court had said that the allegations against Chidambaram were found serious. Therefore, he was remanded to police custody. The court also said the CBI had apprehensions that because of Chidambaram's status and his position, the investigation may be hampered by the accused. The Delhi Book Fair began at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi today. The annual 5-day event brings together several publishers, retailers and book enthusiasts at a single platform. Inaugurating the event, Information and Broadcasting Secretary Amit Khare pointed out that despite the internet, books still hold relevance.
Knowledge is always new. Something new has to be generated which can come only by original thinking. And these books will ignite the young mind to think originally and then act in a way so that they can contribute to the society, contribute to the development of the nation and the world.
Publications Division of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and other publishers have put on display a wide variety of books and e-books on different subjects in several Indian languages. Over 140 exhibitors are taking part in the event. Our correspondent reports that the Silver Jubilee edition of the fair aims to project New India as envisioned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
The first day of the event witnessed a huge footfall, with students making up the majority of the crowd. A young visitor said he finds the event particularly interesting because he not only finds book at reasonable rates, but also gets an opportunity to meet and interact with like-minded people.
I like books and the physical aspect of books. They're just tangible and better to read. I think I just like the look and feel of them. And I have a couple at home, especially from Lee Child, the writer of Jack Reacher books. So I'm just looking for those as well here.
This year, the event has also attracted unique publishers who are seeking to highlight and promote the literature of marginalized tribes like Lepchas, who are mostly found in parts of Sikkim and West Bengal. Chairman of the Lepcha Development Board, Liang Song Tam Sang, said for community to truly prosper, development not only in terms of infrastructure, but also intellectual is equally important.
We heard so much about Delhi Book Fair. And of course this is capital of India. So we thought that we should participate. And we have come with our books, including the old manuscripts. There, one is almost 250 years old.
Other attractions of the event include a stationery fair, seminars, reading sessions, book release and cultural programs. With Bhupendra, Sanjeev Jasrotia, AIR News, Delhi.
Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar today announced implementation of accessibility standards for TV programs for hearing impaired persons. This will be done through the provision of captioning and Indian Sign Language. Mr. Javadekar also announced that accessibility standards for films for the visually impaired through provision of narration facility in between dialogues are also under examination. In cycling, India's Ronaldo Laitonjam won his 4th gold medal on the concluding day of Track Asia Cup competition in New Delhi today. India emerged overall champions as its players picked up 3 medals in the day, 2 gold and 1 bronze. Overall, India topped the medals tally with 10 gold, 8 silver and 7 bronze as the tournament came to an end at the IGI Sports Complex. Uzbekistan finished second with 4 gold and 3 silver. Malaysia secured 3rd place with 4 gold and 1 silver. In badminton, India's Cyril Verma and Subhankar Dey have reached the second round of the men's singles of Vietnam Open BWF Tour Super 100 in Ho Chi Minh City. In the first round today, Cyril defeated Malaysia's Iskandar Zulkarnain Zainuddin 21-18, 21-7. Subhankar entered the second round by getting a bye. In football, Tamil Nadu defeated Chhattisgarh 5-0 in the 25th Senior Women's National Championship at Pasighat in Arunachal Pradesh today. Kerala thrashed Chandigarh 8-0, while Goa beat Uttar Pradesh 7-0. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasizes on innovation and new technology for farmers' welfare and employment generation. Launching Swachhta Hi Seva Programme, Prime Minister gives a clarion call to all citizens to join the campaign against single-use plastic. Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist Asif Bhat, involved in attack on fruit growers in Sopore, killed by security forces in Jammu and Kashmir. Delhi Book Fair begins at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. Literature of marginalized tribes figures prominently. In cycling, India's Ronaldo Laitonjam wins his 4th gold in Track Asia competition in New Delhi. India tops Medals tally with 10 gold, 8 silver and 7 bronze. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.